I will return at a more convenient time.
哦，现在不能，现在不能破，不是这个支线现在不能破，好，我就去约吧。自动跑起来，无情开跑了。到现在可不可以找他？可以耶。我以为会主线让我们没办法找他，还可以。
Elizabeth, I'm so happy to see you. I was so concerned.
It is also good to see you in these darkened hours. Is all well, my dear?
Indeed, we stand upon the precipice. Has the news reached you of Edgar Swansea?
No. I returned home but moments ago. What of him?
Your friend, the well-informed old Bridget, tells me the Guard of Priwen has assaulted Pembroke. I fear Edgar tops their bloody list.
Bridget? She is such a tragic figure. And yet, I sense deep inside, she has a delicate, fragile soul.
我也喜欢他。我这里冲个蛋，害怕。我觉得这里不能乱选。虽然说，倒有点没关系的。要不说他。
Indeed, she has. I'm glad you like her too.
Once this is all over, I will study the sewer skulls. I fear I have made terrible mistakes, founded upon erroneous preconceptions.
I was concerned for your safety. McCullum draws too close to you for my comfort.
Fear not. I've evaded the hunters for many a year, and I intend to stay far from their gases, flames, and spikes. Now, speak to me of Dawson.
I convinced Aloysius to embrace death as the ultimate gift of mortal life. I believe he found peace in the end.
The cost must have been heavy indeed. I am proud of you, my love.
Ascalon has defrocked me and threatens to hound me from the city. This was, no doubt, inevitable.
You did what you thought was right at the time. One can ask no more. The important task now at hand is to help poor Edgar.
Now I am assured of your safety. That is precisely my intention.
Good. Now go, my dear, and return with good news with the greatest haste.
就现在就是不止猎魔，还有那个什么野兽，然后现在还有吸血鬼。哎呀，他到底怎么了？拿走，来，抱歉，我挡到他的路了。看，对啊，写东西。那我们现在就。这里迷路鬼。
The beast must take a chance of kills.
我去！哎呦，让我关没。我要音讯的武器就不能点那个伤害。然后在这个模式下不行。
What is this truck?
Easy go.
Are the vampire hunters here already?
不妙。auto raid 不是的，看看，哇，超多人呢！
The leech, boys! Die! Die first! It's the leech! He's dead!
真的超怕骨飞，超痛，现在有点苦。完了，哦，没事，都没人了。
Those bastards. What have they done to Edgar?
完了，而且为什么只有他被带走啊？他人都没有感觉。
Looks like he's wounded. I better follow the blood.
要留下什么？忘记上次玩到哪？上次就是把那2个被感化，我们把它感化之后，去找了那个台剧的那个嘛，然后我们就最后去找那个老头，很有钱的老头，我们选择了就是魅惑他，让他自愿想要接受死亡。最后我们被逐出同心会了。现在我们回来找医生。这样说，因为那个猎人来这边，所以我们就要回来找。然后现在的医生已经被带走了，其他人完全无动于衷。这样。
McCullum and his thugs are taking the credit for Edgar's abduction. They really mean business.
得看都在哪里看？外面。被赶出。那个外面在哪里？下次我就知道要走哪边。对啊，依方向来讲不是这边吧？对啊，依方向来讲应该不是这边。他刚才是在自己间的外面边。这边也就是可以站的。真的是这边哦 ，OK， 好，下次知道了，要马上冲。跟着血迹。走这，难怪没人看到。忽然就开咯。我最害怕坐这个工业用的电梯嘛。等一下，这前面太像要一场激战了吧？
Ultraviolet curtains and orichalcum powder. Dr. Swansea's always been a resourceful bastard. I bet he never told you he had this installed in case of a vampire attack. Says a lot about how much he trusts your kind.
What have you done with Edgar?
Don't worry. We don't kill humans. Even if your friend is deserving of a little punishment for what.
What are you talking about?
We know everything. Swansea and you created this bloody epidemic. You aim to unleash another disaster just like William Marshall did.
No, I'm trying to put an end to it. Just like you are.
You're its progeny, aren't you? Where is the monster hiding? It's still in England, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jeffrey, please listen to me.
No tricks. That shit won't work on me. We've found proof in the theater. Doris Fletcher was your first experiment.
谢猫咪控7个月，恭喜恭喜啊！感谢。
Now where is Marshall? Speak!
他很贱敢不敢放下那个遥控
So
跟我打
much for modern technology. Time for the tried and true.
现代科技啊，人造太阳。
Do you know what this is, Beast? This is a drop of King Arthur's blood, the blood of a true defender of Britain, stronger than your evil powers.
终极一般的。他跟我打了。
This is ridiculous. We're losing precious time.
True enough. Soon I'll bring your head before your coward of a father. If you're so innocent...
等一下，야발。
The blood of a true defender of this land will protect me. Come on, Reed. I know. It hurts, doesn't it? Show.
来，吃不到他的血，所以哇不行，还太容易抵抗大棒棒的。
Your poisonous bite is useless on me.
OK， 硬打，对啊。
We are the guardian of justice. Priwen shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're
地
not.
上掉的前面那个是什么东西？
We always have been, and we always will be. Of all the evils that threaten mankind, your kind are the worst.
我觉得我们可以合作，是你请做，不可能是我们可以合作，他绝对不肯合作。
I was only reborn for a few minutes before you and your men hunted me down like a beast.
You were only reborn for a few minutes, and you'd already taken the life of an innocent woman.
谁？
There is no way you'll ever let me be, McCullum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech.
不可能是合作。
Kill me now, for there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
该不要我们选择吧？
That's where you're mistaken.
What do you mean?
要选择哪个？不想要为了他，在这边。 可能为了他，可是我觉得把它变成那个吸血鬼，好像很讽刺而且很讽刺，他就这样子，本来是吸血鬼猎人，然后直接转化成吸血鬼这样，很蠢啊！我们以后要看这个，先选放过他吧。
I'll spare you, McCullum. I'll offer you the mercy you never offered me.
What is this ruse?
以德报怨，以德报怨。
This is no ruse, McCullum. This is me letting you go. After all,
下次再看看。
you and I are both trying to save this poor country in our own way.
看他以后会不会对我们好一点。但是他如果是被我们放过的话，他也会觉得有点控制。好啊，
Next time we meet, I'll end
你还想
you.
杀我？
See? Progress already. You called me by my name. Until the next time. Goodbye, Hunter.
可惜，我刚才本来想说，这也不会直接进动画，我想看一下那个科技到底是什么科技，可以制造出太阳光。这我快死了！哪来的黑科技呀、那我可不可以再下去一次？可以耶！怎么都没有啊？哎，他去哪里了？
It's locked.
这里怎么可能没藏着？应该。什么都没有，还是没有做出来啊！只欠了很多钱，不然就是它可能可以打开吧，是天花板会被打开之类的，开人。觉得设计有点怪怪的，而且现在不是晚上吗？我说是灯泡类的东西，那也没看到这一类的东西。我要回去剧院。那个医生要不要再上来一下？他们有没有看到
Good evening, Miss Howcroft.
I need blood.
那题？对啊，我在想是类似这样的东西，结果好像都没有看到诶。好像有戏。
Good evening. 对啊，我在想是类似这样的东西，结果好像都没有看到诶。 Good evening.
对啊，我在想是类似这样的东西，结果好像都没有看到诶。
Doc.
好像有戏。
Good evening.
好像有戏。 错。像我们刚才杀死，我没有杀死，我放过那个，我们放过那个麦卡什么东西的，我们怎么没有问他说医生去哪里了？这个才是重点吧？重点不是我们要不要放过他吧？换好，换成普通棒棒。游戏一点是一点。开始难了，开始难了。不然没办法想象，如果玩原本那个会多难打。但是刚刚那里就会卡过，会卡惨。刚刚都已经有点快打不动了。哇，不会一下，可惜。啊。然后为什么他们变得这么安静？那刚才又突然多了3000还2000，别饿吧。走开！见你的鲜血。不会回来这边又要打吧？看一点剧情了啦。
So Priwen never left Doris's theatre after they invaded. They must be holding Edgar here in their new headquarters.
在地下室。这是我跳下来的点。哎。哎，我怎么觉得医生位置有点怪怪的？后面长不出来欸。 是换回去大棒棒好了。哇，他们怎么突然变这么安静？怪怪的。
Doris Fletcher was about to become a disaster. I'm getting close to having all the evidence.
来的钥匙。为什么我打开这个钥匙就会减少？突然觉得他们不讲话还蛮……对。刚刚我不要打医生哦，别闹了。刚刚看打小兵有经验，不过非常少，一直才5或10，也太少了吧。
It's locked.
保险箱。来最后一层找我拿钥匙。当你完成事之后，务必钥匙记得夺得。
I should find the key to that box.
威廉马。
Blood of a pure heart, garlic, blood of a king. I don't understand. Perhaps this is what McCullum drank. I had better keep that in mind.
我找到这个钥匙。
It's locked, all right. Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me?
Jonathan, is it really you?
Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here.
来，你先坐。
Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late. Punctured lung, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what
他可能一
happened?
刀就把那个结劈断了。
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
肋骨断掉的话，他现在还是蛮人
Jeffrey
生的
McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke
可
Hospital.
能这就挂着而已。
He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skal epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
To prove him wrong, I let him go.
Really? Are you sure that was the wisest course of action?
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
我就觉得是
Edgar, as much as I would like to believe you, I have a few concerns that require clarification.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
基本上蠢吧，我想说他们这个应该还行。刚刚那个存档点蛮低。
Why would the Guard of Priwen believe you and I created the vampire epidemic?
Maybe due to our profession. Because I offered you shelter in my hospital.
他真的怪怪的。
What can you tell me about William Marshall?
Not much. History paints the story he was the greatest knight who ever lived. Amongst the immortals, he had a yet greater legend.
Why is the Guard of Priwen so obsessed with him?
He was the only ancient vampire to escape the first great hunt launched by the Guard of Priwen in 1854. They believe he's an evil creature plotting his return.
Why would he deserve such a reputation?
I cannot say. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole has next to no intelligence on him. All I know is that he's supposed to be the oldest of all the British vampires.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
等一下，佛莱切是谁？谁是多丽丝·佛莱切啊？是那个舞台剧的那个吗？
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Yes. The terrible episode that came as a shock to us all.
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her in the sewers, she confessed she wanted everybody to pay for what happened to her.
That woman was extremely bitter, full of hatred and festering anger.
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Do you know where we are? Doris Fletcher's theatre. This is where that hateful creature plotted to spread the epidemic across London.
I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once when she visited the Pembroke Hospital. You say it was to see her mother. She seemed like such a sweet and graceful woman.
My point exactly. The disease turned her into a bitter soul, driven by vengeance just like her mother. A symptom of all the infected patients.
Certain diseases are known to produce similar effects. Rabies, for example. And rabies is not the devil at work.
Come on, Edgar. Don't you see the pattern here? The epidemic, the link between Doris and Harriet. The suspicion of McCullum?
How could I? I never saw Harriet Jones again after she fled the hospital.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
I made a mistake. What is science if not trial and error? We both know it, Jonathan, we both know it.
What a poor justification for your morbid fascination and thirst for glory.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
很像，为什么啦？自生自灭，这是你自找的转化，你不会死的。血勇，我会让你死得快一点。3000。但是我知道应该一定要选什么。啊，不就还好吗？
No,
没有新升级。
You are not going to die, unless you want to.
What do you mean?
I can save you, Edgar. I can turn your broken body into one like mine.
You truly would? After all I've done, after all that's been said, you would offer me this gift?
I have no way of knowing which punishment would be worse, Edgar. But it is not for me to decide. So?
Oh, please, Jonathan, please. I beg you. This is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always searched for.
Very well, then.
第二个要来咬我的伤口。
Prepare to die and be reborn. To face an eternity of guilt.
I'm ready. Oh, indeed, I am ready.
干嘛？他也这么想喝他也太想喝了吧！等一下，比孝恩还想喝。哪里？他到底是活来死的？哪里？刚刚有个线索错误了，就是没办法再问了。错了吗？没有，这个是选对的。不知道什么，就可能走这个结局就没办法知道那件事情吧。在这里存个档，然后这个档要删。没事，不管这里离那个吸血鬼猎人那里很，所以不要删就好了。我这里再存一个，我们是选转化吧。 题是吸血，没有，我们存的点是那个打完他选择要放过他还是那个的。对，那里离这里很近，那里其实就是只是找过来而已。好了，他以后就会变成吸血鬼了，你以后就用自己的血吧，还敢背叛我们
？It's too quiet. I don't like it.
人在讲话。
Don't forget to check every door. Breathing shall prevail.
Best be moving on.
Watch out! You're mine, vermin!
I have it. I can now open the box.
哦，那不就还好，我来打他们。
This is
看来
despicable.
路上的路人有时候是必须打的。
No rest for the wicked.
I really don't know if I should read this.
这卡牌让我担他官宣卡牌，该不会是那个印度人吧？因为
I can't believe it.
果然是那个印，对，他的日记还预言了很多什么吸血鬼猎人跟猎魔的事情。他走了。
I can't believe I'm doing this. Return at a more convenient time.
对，怎么突然有一个？
So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
Sir, no civilians allowed.
被他们发现，我就不能睡。
This one's mine!
That leech is fast! Die, vermin! Christ! He's dead!
那火把比我的棒子还猛。
Step away, sir. Don't come any fucking closer. Dilate!
好啊，
Killing's all you
我操！
deserve.
也是喷毒的。那怎么？喜之只有5经验，而且他还是大只的，还只有5经验。
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him. Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skal epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
这里我觉得要存。罪犯他毫不。
Edgar gave no heed to ethics. His theory could have been proven to be correct, but he abused the confidence of his patients to test it.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Icor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but... do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What?
他应该很打击吧？
No. No. This can't be. Oh, God.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
那你也说太直接了吧？很会接受啊。一直觉得自己是高等血液，结果自己的血液造成了裂膜，怎么可能会突？哎，真的是。咚。我要去找那个同心会的人，又要去找吸血鬼猎人的头头，还要回去那间太平间，真的是把所有讨厌的因素全部结合起来了。
It's locked.
很扔的吧？ 分布山区，是坟墓吗？我总有一天会知道，的确是，真的蛮痛苦的。我先解这个。这潘多拉盒这里，哦，因为我们找到，所以说我们先解这个潘多拉盒子。哦，忽然很能懂为什么坏结局会这样子了，很心痛的。
Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need.
我这里的门还没开，啊，忘了。
This is no place for a gentleman. Over there! There's one of them vermin! Filthy pieces of shit!
现在变成这么准了，尾巴。哦，吓我大跳！真是吓我一大跳。
But I see. Good evening, Jonathan Reed.
I found your notebook. The one the guard of Prewen stole from you.
And you've brought it back to me. That's excellent news, Jonathan. Were you able to keep yourself from reading it?
No.
Ah, the oldest temptation of all. If Pandora herself did not pass the test, I suppose I should not blame you for your curiosity.
So you're not angry with me?
Why should I be? To live is to make choices, Jonathan, and you made yours. Now give it to me, please.
Tell me the truth, Usher. Are you a vampire?
By the stole, you really thought you could force Usher Talltree to yield to your little mind tricks like an oblivious mortal?
Why can't I force you to answer me then?
I'm the primate of St. Paul's Stole. It comes with certain advantages, like accessing the greatest library in the country and avoiding answering certain questions.
So, are you or are you not a vampire?
As a brilliant man once said, to be unambiguous can only be to one's own detriment.
Goodbye, sir.
I rarely want... Cards never lie, but they are never easy to read.
这种说法第一次听到，那可是大主教呢。然后回去这一区，觉得我们需要新升级。我猜这应该至少在这个格雷夫勋爵那个应该是要打架，我猜。所以我们先回去安全屋。对，不能吃。是完了吗？是完了，因为我没有睡。我觉得我想要把这一招用的强一点。哦。这招也要，耐力目前还可以，血有点。原来那个是跟眼睛，我现在才知道。眼镜我好像一直都没有用。先点赞好了，以防后面又有什么